make a difference to ask open or closed-ended questions? People will say more than a simple yes or no, no matter what kind of question you ask.
I've heard this question a number of times, and I know that some of you who are scholars of sales research will say that this all comes out of Rackham, spin selling, Huthwaite, and that's true. There was that groundbreaking research going back 40 years now that said, look, just ask questions. Any questions are better than no questions. Don't worry so much about whether it's open-ended or close-ended. You just need to ask questions and get your customer talking. And I'm all for that. I think that absolutely a question is better than no question. But look, we're trying to do the very best that we can. And here we are 40 years later with a monumental shift in selling. The dawning of the internet and all the other factors that we could spend hours talking about have profoundly changed the way people buy. As a result, buyers expect something different from their sellers. They expect you to create value every time you get together with them. They count on you to challenge them, to make them think, to do something for them that goes beyond a product pitch. And it's no longer sufficient to just get your buyers talking. Every seller's doing that. You want to differentiate yourself and bring something more to the party. So why not ask open-ended questions? Because open-ended questions give you a better shot at engaging your customer at a deeper level. They give you a better chance of differentiating yourself and of showing that you can, just by virtue of asking a quality question, create value in that same sales meeting. So here's what I'd offer to you. Don't get too hung up on every single question must be open-ended. That's great as a training exercise to develop the discipline. But instead, think about the purpose, the reason that you're asking each question that you ask. As I've told you before, there are 8 questions. Discover is an acronym, and each letter represents a different purpose for asking questions. That's far more important than worrying about whether it's open-ended or close-ended. And part 2 of my challenge to you is go out and try this. Try it at home. Experiment. Become a question detective. See what happens when you ask people a close-ended question versus asking them a similar question phrased in an open-ended manner. As you observe what happens, I feel certain that you'll soon agree that in fact people do give you more information when your question is posed with an open end as opposed to a closed-ended format. And so if your purpose, when you come back to the purpose, the reason you're asking the question, if it is to gain a depth of information, that's when an open-ended question is appropriate, and you'll be thoughtful, deliberate in the way that you construct your question.